From hee-haw to human for just 3 days. In a dense jungle, there lived a donkey named Dabbu. He had a strange habit. All day long, he would loudly shout, hee-haw, hee-haw. All the animals in the jungle were annoyed by him. One day, an angry monkey said, Dabbu, you never stop talking. If you love talking so much, why don't you become a human? All the animals burst into laughter. But Dabbu took those words to heart. That night, while he was wandering alone in the jungle, a bright light suddenly appeared from the sky. A fairy stood in the glowing light. The fairy said, Dabbu, I can grant one of your wishes. Dabbu jumped with excitement. I want to become a human. The fairy smiled. Very well, I will turn you into a human for 3 days. But remember, before sunset on the third day, you must return to this exact place. If you fail, you will turn into stone forever. Without thinking twice, Dabbu agreed. The fairy waved her magic wand. In an instant, Dabbu transformed into a smart and handsome young man. Yojak Chinh, Yojak Chinh, Yojak Chinh. Day 1 Dabbu arrived in the city. People smiled at him wherever he went. Some complimented his clothes. Others asked for photos with him. Dabbu felt that human life was amazing. For the first time, he ate in a restaurant. For the first time, he used a smartphone. For the first time, he took selfies. And when he created a social media account, he gained thousands of followers within hours. That night, looking at the stars, he said, wow. Being human is 1,000 times better than being a donkey. Yojak Chinh, Yojak Chinh, Yojak Chinh. Day 2. The next morning, Dabbu was walking through a park. Suddenly, he noticed a large crowd gathered around a man. The man shouted, whoever answers my question correctly will win 1 lakh rupee. Dabbu quickly joined the crowd. He thought, today is my chance to become rich. The man asked, what is the one thing that can break without making a sound? Everyone started thinking. Nobody knew the answer. Dabbu stepped forward and confidently replied, trust. For a moment, the crowd fell silent. Then everyone started clapping. The man smiled. Absolutely correct. Dabbu jumped with joy. But then the man added, however, before receiving the prize, you must pay a registration fee. Without thinking, Dabbu handed over all his money. The man took the money, disappeared into the crowd, and was never seen again. Dabbu spent the entire day searching for him. But the man had vanished. That evening, sitting alone on a bench, Dabbu sighed and said, in the jungle, you have to watch out for lions and wolves. But in the human world, you must also be careful of smiling faces. For the first time, he realized that human life wasn't as easy as it looked. Yojak Chinh, Yojak Chinh, Yojak Chinh. Day 3 today was the final day. Dabbu had to return to the ferry before sunset. Otherwise, he would turn into stone. He hurried toward the jungle. On the way, he saw a small child fall into a fast-flowing river. The child was screaming for help. Dabbu stopped. He looked at the sky. There was very little time left before sunset. If he saved the child, he might not reach the ferry in time. But if he went to the ferry first, the child could drown. For a few seconds, he stood there thinking. Then he made his decision. He ran forward and jumped straight into the river. Fighting against the strong current, he managed to grab the child and bring him safely to shore. The child survived. But when Dabbu finally reached the jungle, the sun had already set. Yojak Chinh, Yojak Chinh, Yojak Chinh. The ending. The fairy was waiting for him. Dabbu lowered his head. I'm sorry. I couldn't make it back in time. The fairy smiled. I know. Dabbu looked surprised. So, I will turn into stone now? The fairy laughed. No, but you said. The fairy interrupted him. I was testing you. In these 3 days, you saw the human world. You experienced fame, deception, and greed. Then she pointed toward the child. But today, you also showed humanity. The jungle became silent. The fairy waved her magic wand. Now the choice is yours. Do you want to remain human forever, or become a donkey again? Dabbu thought for a while. Then he smiled and said, at